We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Giants at 11-4 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now. And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one. Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it. By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time. Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time. All right, back to football. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23. And that'll be good for a Giants first. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Mayfield on first down. Back to Gibson and another catch for it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. First down, Mayfield. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up on the move past the 40. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on second down. Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Robinson again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are once again back in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly trying to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give to Robinson on the option. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Jones throwing on 1st down. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Amari Cooper. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mayfield down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jones looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
They're going to try and throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th. And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Jones now on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 34 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now a pass dumped on to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On the counter, this is Robinson. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you're playing Little League baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. From the 41, Jones. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out. Let's go now.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield buying time to his left. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
To try again after the sack. Jones, they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Mayfield. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, All you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a look.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And again, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, 37 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Baker.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Second down, here's Barkley, and he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Well, partner, under the lights.